Welcome back to the Weber Cup here at the Metrodome in Barnsley. It's been a sea of red in session 4. The USA are leading by 16 points to 7. They need just one more to retain the Weber Cup. I'm here with Dominic Barrett and Osku Palermaa, the European team captain. You're taking part in this next doubles game. Quite simply, it's a must-win game. Can you do it, Dom?
You know, you never know. If we go out there now and we all think that we don't want to be the team to lose, then who knows what happens. So they've been bowling great, really good. You know, like I said, they averaged 250 for quite some time, and Bill's last match was only 220, so maybe we've got a glimmer of hope from now on.
It is just a glimmer of hope, but we've seen how momentum switches in this Weber Cup, and it really is incredible once one team puts a string of results together, how the momentum can change.
Exactly. We need that one bad moment for them, get the momentum going. We've seen them go 8 in a row, so why not? We can go 10 in a row.
We'll look forward to it. We'll look forward to that next match. Best of luck to Europe and to America as well. Let's hand you over to our commentators, Cass Edwards and Simon Golding.
It's now or never for Team Europe, and appropriately it is their captain, Osku Palermaa, that steps up to bowl the first ball of this Scotch doubles. He's looking relaxed, he's chatting away to his American opponents, but the bare facts are, if Team Europe lose this one, they lose Weber Cup 13, and they start with a bit of a shocker.
Straight to the headpin for Osku Palermaa. Leaves a 3-6-10 for this man, Dominic Barrett, to spare.
The way Scotch doubles works, if your partner doesn't make the strike, you have to stand up and bowl for the spares, but then you don't get to bowl the strike ball next time up. Your playing partner will have to keep bowling until they make a strike. Stuart Williams alongside girlfriend Tina and Dominic Barrett's fiancée Cassie, just trying to get some atmosphere for the Europeans to work with. It's a lost cause though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Glad you said that, Simon. But I would kind of agree with you, I think. This man certainly would agree with you. TJ Tommy Jones, lead-off man for Team USA.
Throwing that game breaker ball so beautifully.
And how coast to coast was that? That was just crazy, wasn't it? So wide that ball went and just snapped back, carried all 10. That relaxes them straight away.
And I think what we'll see from the Americans, I think we'll see them stick to those pre-shot routines. They're not going to hurry this up. They're going to make sure of the result. From the European point of view, we just hope that Osku tries to keep his teeth into this game. And he cannot find a strike at the moment. He's been sat down for the majority of this session, bowled the Baker, but unfortunately looks a little cold here and off his game.
Well, that ball had so much power on it. Although it was high on the head pin, it was almost pocket high. It cut straight through and missed the 9-pin totally because it just kept driving through. Straight through the pin deck, no deflection whatsoever. So 2 spares in a row, and young Dominic hasn't bowled a full rack yet.
Now, O'Neill's going to feel this a little bit. By his own admittance, he hasn't settled into this Weber Cup. And he hasn't settled into these conditions, and although he's done his job, he's brought the points home for Team USA. It hasn't been without some drama, and it hasn't been without some pretty poor shots. No problems there, and I think you're right, Cass. I think that initial strike from Tommy Jones has just taken all those pressures and those nervy thoughts away, and it's about getting the job done now in style.
I think victory here in this game for Bill O'Neill on a personal level will be a great boost to him, a real confidence booster, and he'll take pride in being part of not only the winning team but the winning duo on the last game that lifts the trophy for Team USA.
Osku finds it. So we have to hold our horses for a moment. Not over yet.
A little bit of light-hearted banter there from the European captain. Having a bit of trouble finding his mouth with his water, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a great-looking shot. He's trying to Ripped the label off the bowling ball by the look of it. The rotation is so fantastic. Higher and higher it goes every shot. But as we've said with the two-handers, it has to be in the pocket. If it's not in the pocket, two-handers do leave some very strange mix of spares and splits.
Again, that looked terribly wide, but made its way back in, and the way this lane is now performing, 3 games old, it really does suit the way that Tommy Jones and Bill O'Neill want to bowl.
Yeah, they're playing coast to coast, and they're getting to the right-hand side at about 45 feet. And as you say, Simon, after 3 games, it's now dry. Lots of the lane oil has been moved or evaporated under these TV lights. Gives them a big dry area to open up the angle to get back into the pocket, and the ball is reacting absolutely perfectly.
The strike baton passes to Dominic Barrett. But he's dropped it.
I don't think I've ever seen Dom Barrett as far left on any lane as he's just bowled. His feet were level with the channel on the left-hand side, and I don't think he really threw it with an awful lot of conviction.
Osku takes out the spare, but it means that Dominic will be back up after Bill O'Neill has bowled to go for a strike.
And already we see the maximum scores. Not that I anticipate that the Americans will strike out for a maximum, but it's 41 pins at this particular time if they do keep striking all the way.
That's an emphatic overall scoreline. Could do with an emphatic final game, you never know.
We won't talk about it too much just at the moment, after 4 frames, but they're looking pretty good, aren't they? And the pressure's really off.
That's it, yeah, you're right. As Chris Barnes was saying, even if you make a mistake, even if you make a few mistakes, Europe aren't back in it. It's a flat 10, and it's getting worse and worse for Team Europe.
It's almost as if they're going to have to regroup and come back in 12 months' time. A long break between Weber Cups, of course, but and Osku's getting a single-handed one here, hard and fast. Just about makes that 10 pin. Dear oh dear. Yeah, it's like they're almost accepting this one's over. The game's lost, the match is lost, the trophy's lost. And let's come back and try again next year.
Well, we wanted at least a contest in this last match. But USA imposing themselves once again. And 4 strikes in a row as TJ steps up.
Well, they're trying to make amends for the golf Ryder Cup defeat by Team USA.
Gives us 7. Oh,
dear oh dear.
Can't believe that one.
And they're certainly going about it in style in this last session. TJ can't believe that he's left a 7-pin. Hit so hard, everything just jumped around it. So Bill's going to have to take a spare, but they're coasting at the moment.
Means, of course, that Tommy Jones has to come back up next time to throw the strike ball. Can the USA clinch the point they need to retain the Weber Cup? Find out after the break.